Good morning again.
Good morning, Mr. Conjure.
Second video of the day. We're still on January 30th, 2014. Lily bought a Blu-ray player for her house because they're finishing their basement, right? Or it's finished now?
No,
Working on it?
we have no furniture.
We have no furniture down there, but we're working on it. Anyway, she bought a Blu-ray player about 7 years ago for $450 because I don't think they're that much anymore. But it was on sale for 20% off. What was the sale price and how did you arrive at the sale price? Somebody give me what you did. Give me your method of attack on this problem. Ashwin, go for it, dude.
I found out what 10% of 450 was.
Okay, and 10% of 450 is easy to find. So he said he found 10% of 450, which was easy to find because why, Ashwin?
450 divided by 10 is 45.
Okay, so you're just moving the decimal point one spot, right?
Yeah.
10% of 450 is $45. And then what?
I multiplied that by 2 to get 20%.
He multiplied it by 2 to get to 20%, which is now
$90.
$90, okay?
And then I subtracted $90 from $450 and got $360.
Sweet, nice job. So he did some estimating because you had some nice compatible numbers to start with, right? Okay, and that is the exact answer. I didn't ask you to estimate, but it's the exact answer because you started with compatibles. Wonderful, Ashwin. What if I said show your steps? What are you going to do then? So, Ashwin, that's really good. I like how you're thinking there, buddy. So, Edie, what'd you do?
I did x over 450 equals 0.2.
X over 450 equals what?
0.2 because I changed the percent to a decimal.
Change the percent to a decimal. So are you saying you basically used our formula? Percent change equals amount of change over original amount?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just use it in that format. What is our percent change?
X.
Which is, I think, what you said, but you just have them reversed, which is fine. What's the percent change on this problem?
X.
Percent change is X.
Oh no. Yeah, point.
0.2 is your percent change. 20% is 0.2. We know that already. What's your What's your change?
X.
We don't know, so we're gonna say X. And what is your
450.
original is 450? What do we have here? We got some algebra, right? We can make that look like that, which actually probably is a little bit better. And if you go back to the original definition, the ratio of the amount of change over the original amount, we're actually dealing with a proportion here. A couple ratios to make a proportion. So let's solve it. So if I'm asking you to show your work, let's solve it. What are you doing there, young lass?
X equals
Cross multiplication.
450 multiplied by 0.2.
How many of you did it this way? How many of you just started with 450 times 0.2? Because you knew that 20% of 450 would give you the sale price, or the amount off, and then you did the subtraction? Did anybody just do this? Raise your hand if you just did this. Nobody? How many of you did the process that you're seeing here right now? Okay, cool. So what is 450 times 0.2, Sahidi? 90. Are we done?
No, you have to subtract 90 from 450.
Good, so we want to find the sale price. So we're going to do 450, we're going to subtract 90, and what is that? 360 bucks. Doop, boop, boop. Lily, $360 for your Blu-ray. Somebody do something different? What'd you do, I mean?
I just did 450 times 80%.
What? That's exactly what I wanted to talk about. So there's another way of going about this problem, and you said you took $450 because you knew, I'm going to say an or, and by the way, Ashton, your estimating was really good on that one too. You took 450, which is the cost, and you multiplied it by what?
80%.
You multiplied it by 80%, which we all know is 0.80. Why did you do that?
Because I knew that if you had 20% off, you're getting 80% of the sale price.
If you're taking 20% off of the original price, you're actually, if you want to look at it the other way, you're doing 80% of the original price, right? Right? So what is 450 times 0.80? I mean,
Oh, that's 360.
well, same darn thing, $360. So it's just a different way of solving the problem. As long as you're showing me what you're doing, I'd be cool with that too. Does that make sense? So if you do it a means way, did you just skip a whole bunch of steps? Yeah, you skipped mostly the fact that you had to subtract how much you were getting off from the original. In this case, it's just giving you the original price or the new price. Okay? Questions on that? Jasmine?
So you can use that one instead?
Either one works for me as long as you're showing me what you're doing. Okay? Yes, ma'am.
Do you have to do it the proportion way?
You do not. Either one works for me as long as you.
Well, like, can you do it as an algebraic?
How'd you set it up?
Well, I just did 0.2 equals x over 50.
0.2 equals x over. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you didn't do the little 1 here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That's cool. The 1 is just so people can see that we really are dealing with portion. This traditional way of setting it up.